Week 14 began with another inexcusable loss by the Pittsburgh Steelers, losing this time to the New England Patriots. So week 13 they lose to the fucking Cardinals. And now this past Thursday they lose to the New England Patriots. Two teams that only won 2 games prior to the fucking matchup, proving that the Steelers are complete and utter fucking frauds, and that Mike Tomlin's job should be on the line. But it won't be because it's not the Steeler way. Way to cock tease your fucking fans with your 7-4 start, only to lose to the 2 of the crappiest teams in the NFL. The Cardinals, who have always been a historically bad franchise, and the Patriots, who quite frankly are experiencing major changes, and they're probably going to experience more major changes when this season's said and fucking done. But anyway, time for the rest of your fucking picks. Let's get started because I don't have time for this bullshit. Texans going on the road to take on the New York Jets. My bad, Houston. Should have taken the Texans to defeat the Broncos because I had a feeling the Broncos were going to fucking blow it, and blow it they did. And as far as the Jets go, oh god, I know this Jets offense was bad, but wow, I didn't think they were so fucking bad that they can't even move the ball against the fucking Falcons of all teams. I mean, their secondary's great, but come on, their front 7 sucks. Looks like the Jets' offensive line really fucking sucks. And they're facing the Houston Texans. Granted, their defense isn't so fucking great. I mean, but their offense is so goddamn bad that they have no choice but to go back to Zach Wilson as the starting quarterback. That's how fucking bad this team is. This may be Zach Wilson's last chance as an NFL starter, which is unfortunate because he's still a relatively young quarterback. Yet here we are. Take the Texans, I guess, but this might be Zach Wilson's final chance. Rams going on the road to take on the Baltimore Ravens. I know the Ravens beat the Chargers, and that's great and everything. Of course, they once again exposed the Chargers for the frauds that they are, and you can't even take them as frauds anymore. They have a losing record currently. More on the Chargers later. As far as the Rams go, it's great that they beat the Browns, but I gotta take the Ravens to defeat the Rams. But this should be a good game though. Unlike this game, Panthers going on the road to take on the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr has cleared concussion protocol, so therefore he's going to be starting in this game. And as far as the Panthers go, might as well say it, rest in peace, 2023 Carolina Panthers season. It's really impressive to have your season end this early, despite the fact that the division they play for is the worst division in football. Fuck. Yeah, the Saints are on upset alert. I use that term loosely because let's be honest here. I highly doubt they're heavy favorites to win this game, or at least they shouldn't be. Jesus Christ. Who fucking cares about this matchup? Nobody. The only thing that's memorable about the matchup is the fact that the Saints still have a division to play for. Other than that, no one cares. I actually caught it. Wow. It landed tails for some reason. You know what? I gotta do it. gotta take the Panthers to defeat the Saints. I get it. The Saints have something on the line, but I think the Panthers can. But the way this season's gone for the Saints, and the way the game's going to be set up tomorrow, bro, you're going to have fans that are going to be in New Orleans that are just going to be disinterested and more interested in putting themselves over by chanting "Fire Dennis Allen" or bringing in signs that say "Fire Dennis Allen" and all that fucking shit. It might distract the Saints more often that way. So with that being said, take the Panthers to defeat the Saints. And it's going to be and hopefully this will be the sign that they do get rid of Dennis Allen. Man, God, he fucking sucks. Next up, Colts going on the road to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Wow, just when you think the Colts suck, they somehow find a way to bullshit their way into another fucking victory. Lots of teams bullshitting their way to victories. I mean, shit, this is... Granted, the Colts have an easy schedule and shit like that, but holy fuck, man. Man, how could... Shame on the fucking Titans for playing like dog shit on special teams. Fucking hell, man. As far as the Bengals go, I will admit, I overestimated the fucking, the Jaguars' talent, and not just that, but I also overestimated the fact that I keep forgetting myself that the Jags were not ready for the fucking big time. But wow, more on the Jags in a little bit. But this is not me. This is not me taking the. I'm gonna take the Bengals, not because they won last week and all that fucking bullshit. That's not how shit works. I'm taking the Bengals simply because they have a better roster than the Colts do. Blue. Plus and Gardner Minshew is garbage. I understand he played well against the Titans. That's fucking great. I mean, he's due for a good game every once in a while. And I know I'm going to get attacked because they'll point out 2019 like stats mean something in the NFL. But go fuck yourselves. Take the Bengals to win. And that's all I've got to say about that. All right. Jags going on the road to take on the Cleveland Browns. Double fuck you, Jags. Look, like I said, I know I should have remembered that the Jags were not ready for the big time, but at the same fucking time, you should not have, that should not have been a game. It should have been a fucking blowout. I don't care if the Bengals had the talent. I don't want to hear that fucking dog shit because at the end of the fucking day, you lost to a backup rookie quarterback. A late rounder nonetheless. And as far as the Browns go, they're not even going to announce their starter until most likely game time. I know who the starter's not going to be. It's not going to be PJ Walker because I believe they fucking released him. So it's either Flacco or Dorian Thompson-Robinson. What is their obsession with Dorian Thompson-Robinson? I don't get it. He's not a good quarterback. You don't start a 5th round rookie quarterback when you're trying to make the playoffs. And good luck trying to see if Flacco can find his 2012 form. The only reason why and that's the only reason why I'm taking the Jaguars to win this game. I am concerned about Trevor Lawrence. It's a little bit, but at the same time, he hasn't necessarily lived up to the hype of that the media has created. Regardless, take the Jags to win. Moving on quickly. Lions going on the road to take on the Chicago Bears. And I gotta be honest here. The Lions I have not been impressed with the Lions the past few weeks. I mean, they nearly lost to the Bears the first time. They do lose to the Packers. And they nearly blew a big fucking lead against the fucking Saints, only to ultimately win the game. Granted, but it should not have been that close. I mean, give me a fucking break. So with that being said, I got a flip for this one. And it lands on the ground like it normally does. Because this fucking hallway sucks. Try again. Fucking hell, man. Fuck it. Fuck it. Go ahead and take... God. I've lost my train of thought. Thanks. This may surprise some people, but go ahead and take the Chicago Bears to defeat the Lions. Because like I said, I haven't been impressed. It's pressed, and the Lions do have to go outdoors. I understand this Bears team's not very good, and I'm pretty sure, and it may be a mistake because the fucking Bears may have actually gotten their lone division win, and it may have been their only division win. But just to be sure that it's not the case, take the Bears to defeat the Lions. And hey, as far as the Bears go, one more win, maybe even two more wins, and Matt Eberflus gets to keep his fucking job. Isn't that nice? It's the never-ending hamster wheel for the Bears, it seems. All right, late afternoon games. Seahawks going on the road to take on the 49ers. The 49ers really kicked the made it. This was a statement game for the Eagles. Kicking for the 49ers, excuse the fuck out of me, kicking the shit out of the Philadelphia Eagles. With that being said, and then you got the Seahawks who didn't punt the football once, yet still lost to the Cowboys. I think a lot of it had to do with the fact there were about the crucial penalties that the Seahawks committed, controversial or not. Oh, and that costly Geno Smith interception for one thing. But even then, the Seahawks still had a chance to win the game. The Cowboys were just the better team. And you know, if people really don't like seeing the Cowboys on national television, here's a thought. Stop watching them! Fucking morons! When you constantly, it doesn't matter if you see them, if you want to see them lose, you're still giving them the attention, morons! The fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, here's the deal. If Seattle does not win this game, they could kiss their playoff hopes. I'm not gonna say they could kiss their playoff hopes goodbye. They'll still be in it. The NFC sucks this year. Only three good football teams: the Eagles, Cowboys, and the 49ers. I was going to take the Seahawks, but Geno Smith might be questionable, and even if it does end up playing, how effective is he going to be? So with that, I would still put the 49ers on upset alert. Excuse the fuck out of me. But go ahead and take the 49ers to defeat the Seahawks. Though stranger things have happened, and this has been a strange fucking season. With the road teams winning the division matchups. Vikings going on the road to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. I hope that 2-game win streak was. I hope Raiders fans enjoyed that 2-game win streak against New York teams. Because I think it's over, and I think it's over. And as far as the Vikings go. Yeah, they suffered an inexcusable loss to the Bears at home, but it is what it is. There, I don't see that affecting the Vikings that much. Take the Vikings to defeat the Raiders, and I believe both teams are coming off bye weeks. Next up. Oh boy. Broncos going on the road to take on the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego. The Broncos have finally lost a game, which had to happen because, let's be honest about it, Denver's not good enough. Denver might not be good enough to make the playoffs this year. I can accept that as a fan of the Denver Broncos, but But that doesn't mean Denver cannot sit back on their asses and all of a sudden go back to typical Denver Broncos, which is cock tease their fans to a phony long win streak and then shit their pants at the end of the season. And that's pretty much what's happening. And yes, coaching has gotten a little bit better. Especially Vance Joseph, believe it or not. I can't believe I'm saying that. But this team is just not talented enough to go on a serious postseason run. And then you got the Chargers, who beat the Patriots 6-0, and of course as we all know by now, the Patriots beat the fucking the Steelers. But and it's looking like the Chargers are not that good either. I gotta flip for this one, and it better land on my motherfucking hand, because I'm getting sick and tired of having to look for shit. Motherfucker! I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. My eyes are retarded. There we fucking go. Heads. But you know what? Heads usually means the home team. And I understand that the Denver Broncos have lost every game at SoFi Stadium, as of this recording anyway. It might and that's why these two teams usually split. I gotta take the Denver Broncos. I don't know why I'm taking the Denver Broncos again. I guess I'm a glutton for punishment, but I should be taking the Chargers, and yet I'm taking the Broncos. Fucking hell. Maybe because I don't trust the fucking Chargers to do jack fucking shit, and they always seem to get injured, and their coaching staff is fucking dog shit as well. Maybe that's why I keep picking against the Chargers. Maybe not at the most opportune times, I'll admit that, but maybe because they've pissed me the fuck off so many fucking times. Just a thought. But, next up, a game most of the nation is watching, except for me, of course, because I got Broncos Chargers. Bills going on the road to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. This matchup has gotten interesting the past couple of years. 2021 on Sunday Night Football, the Bills went into Arrowhead and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, Buffalo faced the Chiefs in the postseason, and of course we all know what happened. People were whining and bitching and complaining about how bad those overtime rules were, to the point where you now have an even worse situation. Thanks, whiny crybabies. Fuck you too. And in 2022, they once again rolled into Arrowhead and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. What will happen in 2023? Okay, enough of the dramatics. I don't see it happening again. And as far as the Chiefs go, what the fuck happened there? This is why I should have taken the Packers. I apologize to Packers fans. The Chiefs have almost never been able to win at Arrowhead. Not Arrowhead, Lambeau Field. My fucking mistake again. Go ahead and take the Kansas City Chiefs to defeat the Buffalo Bills. And that's all I've got to say about that. Moving on quickly, because I don't have time for this crap. Remember, Eagles going on the road to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Boys, yeah, a loss like that should hopefully open their eyes and realize they're not that the Eagles are not as good as their record indicates. I mean, I mean, don't get it twisted. That loss against the Jets, when the Jets beat the Philadelphia Eagles, it was a clear fucking fluke. Don't get it twisted. However, when the 49ers beat the Eagles, it was not a fluke. And to be fair, the Eagles have been facing contenders over the court, or at least playoff contenders at the very worst every single fucking week. What about the Cowboys? Who have they faced and who have they beaten? Nobody. As far as good football teams, just average football teams at best. And this is the same Cowboys team that lost to the Arizona Cardinals early on in the season. And yet, for some stupid reason, I gotta take the Dallas Cowboys, not just because they're at home, but because I just don't see the Eagles sweeping the Dallas Cowboys. Boys, I think these two teams will split again. If the Eagles do sweep the Cowboys, yeah, I won't take back everything I said. It'll just determine that the Eagles should still be taken seriously as a Super Bowl contender, albeit in the NFC. All right. 2 more fucking games to go. Let's start with the Packers going on the road to take on the New York Giants, exclusively on ABC. The Giants are actually still alive for a playoff spot after defeating the Patriots before entering their bye week. Yeah, that's an indication that the NFC fucking sucks. They're still. And then you have the Packers. Jordan Love has been playing a lot fucking better as of late. Which is the worst case scenario for NFC North fans, not named Packers fans. Which means Packers fans are most likely going to be intolerable for another 15 fucking years at least. That being said, whatever. Take the Packers to defeat the Giants. Tommy DeVito is going to be starting again, and Tommy DeVito sucks. I'm sorry, he sucks as a quarterback. And that's all I've got to say about that. It's just too bad that the Giants are going to be missing out on a top quarterback prospect, because quite frankly, the Giants need a fucking quarterback. Daniel Jones sucks dicks for breakfast too. And last up, on ESPN Primetime Football Monday, Titans going on the road to take on the Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium. The Titans are just fucked. I mean, I would put the Dolphins on upset alert again, but as far as the game actually goes, I don't want to take too long on this one. Dolphins, end of story. And I'm getting the fuck out of here. Let's see what happens when the chaos continues. That's it. That's all. Till next time, later, fuckers.